What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the possible leak of a Thanksgiving promo master. Now, I know all you Dallas Cowboy fans are crazy, and sometimes I think you guys are psychotic, but I love hanging out with you guys at the bar. Trust me, man, if you want to have fun, go watch a game that you know the Cowboys are going to lose and watch it with a Cowboys fan. The funniest, most entertaining thing ever, because they don't see what you see. Dak could throw a pick six about, oh my goodness, bro, Dak is the boss. Like, what are you guys watching that I'm not seeing? And I love that about the Dallas Cowboy fans, man. You guys are all over the world, and it's just really entertaining for me personally because I'm not a fan of any one team. So I just go there and I bet games, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, whichever way, Vegas, however they do it, draft duel, what is it, FanDuel? Something, DraftKings, whatever that is. I'll do that from time to time, but you know, typically if I go out to have a drink or something like that and it's a Dallas Cowboys dude with his hat, his old-fashioned, you know, Michael Irvin jersey, they got the dudes that got the Troy Aikman, all that stuff, it's always very, very entertaining, and I love you guys. I just wanted to give you guys a shout-out, man, because you guys are very, very what is it? You guys hallucinate a lot, so you guys are pretty much crazy. But even though the Cowboys, which has now retaken the throne as America's team, that you would think Thanksgiving would probably belong to them, and you would probably be thinking along the lines of maybe like a Deion Sanders when he was there, you know, other greats, Emmitt Smith, like I said, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin. I really think the Lions fans have something to say about that, because the Lions have been really big also on Thanksgiving, and you guys can go back and look at that whole history between it, and I'm going to go ahead and probably say that the November promo, the master, is probably going to be Barry Sanders. And you're probably saying, what are you talking about? Are you some type of a hot, wet, whatever? Beep, you probably want to curse, whatever it is. Yeah, I am all those things. But let me tell you why it might be Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders is just, look, when you think about the Lions and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, and you go back through, like, you know, historic times, I think one year, what did they give us? They gave us, like, Night Train Lane or something like that. And I think, like, what was it? Madden 15, they had, like, a gold medal master, and it was Barry Sanders. It was around that time also. I'm thinking it's probably going to be him simply because Ray Lewis has gotten a MasterCard and Randy Moss has gotten a MasterCard for different reasons. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about as far as like the MasterCards go, it's like this. When you go over like Most Feared, right? You had the Scary Strong, the Master was Ray Lewis. You had the Scary Fast, the Master was Randy Moss. And before this video, before I was making this video, when we were talking about it live on stream, we were trying to figure out who would be a player that would draw some people. Right, and we started thinking about Barry Sanders, Night Train Lane. I think somebody said Charles Woodson. I don't think they would make him a master for Thanksgiving. I'm trying to think about, like, you know, Tudurkin and stuff like that when John Madden was doing, you know, calling those games. For the guys that are really, really young, my younger viewers, you know, a Tudurkin is like a turkey chicken or something like that. I don't know what it was, but John Madden was mad greedy during those games, and it was like huge birds on the table, and they would just be, you know, eating turduckens. But I'm thinking Barry Sanders, sort of like a Lions thing, or a Megatron, or, you know, or a Calvin Johnson. I'm thinking, I don't know, because it seems like they might leave Deion Sanders for Christmas with the whole out-of-position player promo and all that stuff like that. If that makes sense to you guys, and if you guys don't know about the out-of-position players, because a lot of you guys are really new to Madden, new to Mutt and stuff like that, the OOP players are just simply players that are out of position. So, for instance, Deion Sanders, who naturally played corner, he also would have a wide receiver card. You understand what I'm saying? And as we know, Mutt has changed because in the past, you were able to use cards more than once of the same, you know, the same card more than once. But now, if you have one Randy Moss, you can't have another Randy Moss. You know, they've changed that up over the last couple of years or whatever like that because people were taking advantage of it. I do have videos where I had like a whole D line of one same card. I know for you guys that have been around a long time, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the card, but he was, I think they got rid of him. He was on the Dallas Cowboys, and Randy Gregory. I had a whole team of Randy Gregory, like the Schefter Stars. You guys can go ahead and search the video, watch it. It was hilarious because I think, what was that, Madden 16? And I had all these A gaps, B gaps, all kinds of gaps with the gaps. I can't remember exactly what was going on with that, but they've taken that away, so you can only have one version of it. So with Deion Sanders, he's like a beautiful exception because if they do release a master for him in Christmas, he's going to be both on the offensive side and the defensive side of the football, which is, yo, absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, but the reason that I'm thinking that it's Barry Sanders is because the way that they're going about releasing these new masters, when we thought that we were only going to get the new upgradable versions of the masters, which have been confirmed. So that's not something that's going away. All of these GOATs are going to have newer levels released very, very soon. I'm not sure when, but that has already been confirmed. That's 100%. So even with the Randy Moss that was the most feared speed player, that was a 94, I don't know what his new overall is going to be. Probably they'll let him go up to a 90 overall or something like that. But there will be upgrades to all of the original GOATs. Okay? So if you haven't bought the original GOAT to try to upgrade and like get baby GOATs, which are these things over here, you'd have to, at this point, they're still pretty expensive. But I assume that when they re-release the upgrades to all the GOATs, they're going to release the new packs, similar to what they just did with the MUT Heroes. And I want to touch on that really quickly, because a lot of you guys also ask me, Gmia, what are the good packs to buy? You know, what do you do? What's going on? I only buy, if I'm going to buy packs for specific reasons, I've only bought this pack right here, the GOAT pack to pick a GOAT, the $20 one, and I picked Randy Moss, and I upgraded him. As far as the featured ones that's going on right now with these MUT Heroes and the sidekicks, you're going to see something similar to this when they do the GOAT upgrade. You're going to get the option to get the actual GOAT, and then you're going to get like the little baby GOATs and stuff like that. And that's going to be a way that you're going to be able to upgrade your GOAT that you currently have or that you're trying to go forward with. But once you get that GOAT, you're going to have to add all the other stuff to it. So more than likely, you're going to have to spend money for that. So even if they release the upgrades to the GOAT prior to all the November Master, Thanksgiving Master promo, I still think that it's a high chance that we're going to get Barry Sanders. I know you Cowboy fans are going to say, yo, what are you talking about? F the Lions. I don't care about the Lions. But both of you guys have played a role with Thanksgiving throughout the years. So let me just say this. It would probably be better to get a Megatron card, because Megatron, the free one that you got from the Doritos, which I don't understand why they did it the way that they did it, because a lot of my fans around the world weren't able to get it, which really, really disappointed me. And if I would have known more in advance, I would have given away a lot more. I only gave away 2 of the actual card during my live stream on Twitch, and those 2 codes were donated to me. My actual card, I went, well, I didn't go. I sent my wife to Target ASAP, and she copped it, and you know, pretty much I was able to get it early when the year first started. But, you know, in the future, now that I know, and people have, you know, commented on the videos, like, you know, I'm from Denmark, I'm from Italy, I'm from Ireland, I'm all over the place. Now that I know that, I will look out for stuff that's only found in the United States, you know, Canada, stuff like that. I will look out for that, and I'll do my best to do giveaways. But this is also another option. Now, you might be a Calvin Johnson fan, you might not be, but you got to give this guy credit of what he was able to do while he played in the league. There is still hints that he might come out of retirement to possibly play for the Eagles. That will make the Eagles just a Super Bowl favorite, and nobody's going to want to play the Eagles. And it's just going to be a wrapperoni with cheese. So I don't know. I do know they're going to give him a card. I just don't know if he would be the Thanksgiving Master. It just kind of makes sense that since they've already been upgrading the other GOATs, they might give it to Barry Sanders, because I don't think it would be Bo Jackson. A lot of you guys were saying possibly Bo Jackson's. I don't think they're going to show the Raiders any kind of love, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to give the Raiders that love. I don't know. You know, maybe, but not for Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is simply, you know, it's a Lions-Cowboys thing. And I'm going to go on the side towards the Lions just because I know the Cowboys are going to get love in Christmas. Now, if they want to make it ill, they could release 2. They could go Cowboys and the Lions. Now, if you guys want that done, message me right there in the comment section, and I'm going to probably take a snapshot and send it to EA Sports and let them know, you know, DM them, let them know, EA Sports Mutt, like, listen, guys are looking to try to get 2 Masters, because if you really think about it, they're probably going to release Masters to all of these GOATs, because why would they give Ray Lewis a Master and give Randy Moss a Master when we thought that because they're going to be upgrading these throughout the year, there wouldn't be any alternate cards? Doesn't make sense, right? That's what I'm saying. We have to figure out, like, okay, what else what are they planning to do? And when you look at the cards that are available, as far as Lions and you know, the way that the Cowboys go, what are the really good cards? They've already given Zeke like 1 million cards. It doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of cards that you could really think possibly you're going to get it. But I know for sure it is most likely going to be a lion. Or what is Bernie Moss going for? Oh, whoa, bro! People are bidding on this. Can we snipe this? Can we snipe this right here, like right in the middle, like live, real live, right here though? Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm about to say, oh, somebody stops. Nah, I'm not gonna get involved with this. I don't want to get involved with this. You guys think I'm lucky enough? You see, that's why I like to go to the auction house while I'm really live recording, for you guys to see, like, it's so many different snipes just randomly during the day, because people, it's so many different time zones, and people put their cards up and think it's gonna be sweet, and it's not though. Like, it's really not that sweet. Like, even with this Paul Krause, I think he's kind of raw, but I like my Berry a lot. I kind of like him, like, way too much to even think about getting rid of him. But let me go back to what I was trying to tell you. We're going to go to team, and we're going to go to the Cowboys, and we're going to look at all their higher quality elites, right? Like, right there, look at that. Ezekiel Elliott pops up right away. Let's look at, like, their higher, well, we're going to go elite and see what possibly, you know, what we could get, because elite don't really mean much, you know, this year, because, you know, like 80 and above is elite or whatever. So look, Zeke Elliott recently got this card that's about to expire, because nobody's spending this kind of coin on, you know, a running back when there's so many other running backs and so many other different ways to get running backs for a 91 speed running back for 500K. That doesn't make sense. So if you're thinking that you're going to probably be a, you know, Ezekiel Elliott, it's probably not going to happen. But like I said, it's highly likely, because we've seen Michael Irvin in the past, that we could get a Michael Irvin. Would they release a Dallas Cowboy version of Deion Sanders in Thanksgiving and take away from Christmas? I don't know about that, and I've been really thinking about it. I've actually I forgot to actually shoot a message to EA Sports about it, but that, I don't know if that would make sense. I think it just makes more sense to keep Deion in for Christmas. I really do think that it makes more sense to keep him there. Other than that, I can't really think about anybody else from the past, because they're not going to release a Jason Witten. Like, no, you know, Jason Witten, okay, you know, you could say, you know, he's one of the greatest tight ends ever, but he's not a draw name like that. You know, DeMarcus Ware, no. Even though he was, you know, whatever, you know, he was a decent Cowboy, I don't think that that's going to happen. So now, when you look at the Lions, though, you see what I'm saying? Let's look at the Lions, and I'm trying to give you the whole example of why. There are not a lot of Lions players that are getting a lot of love this year. So it would make sense for them to give the Lion players some love, because you don't ever see any of the older legends, stuff like that. It's more likely the newer guys and stuff like that. Is nothing else that's really going on. So I would guess, you know what I'm saying, that they would go, you know what, Ezekiel Ansah already got a gauntlet champion. Why not give them Barry Sanders? You know what I'm saying? And again, Raiders fans, I'm sorry, bro. They're not going to give that boy Bo Jackson no love. So you could go ahead and stop that right now and wipe your tears at the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about your tears. Go wipe them someplace else. That's the bottom line. That's where we are right now. I'm really, really thinking we're going to get a Barry Sanders. It's just something weird about it. I can't explain it. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be Barry Sanders that's going to do it. It could possibly be Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron, but I don't know if they would wait for that instead of just making him a weekend legend for a draw, because every weekend they got to have somebody that's really, really hot that make people want to go out and just start throwing all their money out, don't pay their mortgage, don't pay their child support, just go out there and do whatever. They got to make it like that. You see, this Randy Moss right here is real. Yo, how much longer could they really go? I got a feeling that this is going to be a snipe, but I'm not going to sit around here with you guys and, you know, try to see if I snipe him. But this is crazy right here, that nobody wants to drop 1.2 on Randy. That's kind of interesting, man. But at the end of the day, he really is garbage, and he doesn't burn anybody. And you guys, if you guys haven't checked out my full videos showing him with, you know, with his 99 speed while they were morphed, it was just a horrible experience. And dudes were locking him up like 70 overall corners. So that kind of makes sense that nobody really wants to buy him. But he's still a card that has value. So I fully expect him to probably end at probably about 800K. And like that old lady said, not the old lady, but that lady that was by the fire, ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm not going to sit around and do that. So all in all, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Barry Sanders. I want you guys and girls to tell me who you think, and then we could go ahead and chop up the conversation. And then you never know, I might take your suggestion and make a video. Shout out to everybody that's watching, man. Let me know what's going on. If you need any other tips or any other things you have to do that's Madden related, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. I'm signing out. Until next time, one love.